Hello and welcome to episode 1 of this new podcast, or if you're watching on YouTube, episode 1 of this new channel. My name is Casey Stevens and I am the owner of The Big Clean Co. We are a cleaning service who have also branched out and developed a cleaning product that we sell direct to consumers under the brand name For All Australia. If you are here now, it's likely you've come here from my social media following. I have over 650,000 followers across Facebook, Instagram and TikTok on the Big Clean Co pages. And I have never done sponsored posts. I have never done paid reviews, and you are not going to see that here. I am very big on just sharing helpful tips, and that's why I'm starting this podcast. So in the past, it was sharing helpful cleaning tips for people to be able to clean at home, particularly during Melbourne's lockdown. That was when I really jumped online and got started with that. But here I am now. I understand that there are a lot of cleaners and cleaning business owners who have begun following the Big Clean Co. On the basis that we have positioned ourselves as really a leader in the cleaning industry. Although we do service only a small area in Melbourne, the presence that we have online and the authority that we have with being constantly quoted in different media channels and called upon when a professional cleaner is needed for advice. I understand that I'm from this position, I can help people in the cleaning industry. And so that's the whole point of this. I will not be selling you anything. I just hope that I can give you some tips that help you reach your goals, expand, grow, have a happier life, because having a better business does create a happier life. A stressful business is not conducive to a happy life. So if you do get something from this that you love or implement, it would be fabulous if you could leave a short review. That's the only thing that I would be asking of you, is if you could please leave a short review on this podcast and hopefully get the word out with other people who might need my help. And why can I help people? Not only have we got the following, which ultimately the following online means nothing. There is no money that comes from a following. You can have millions of followers online and you are broke. This is a business and the goal is to turn a profit. And we do. So we have grown from late 2017. It was our 5th year this year, and we have reached 7 figures. I debated whether I share that because it kind of sounds a little wanky. Like, yeah, we're a 7-figure business, but we're a 7-figure business and I have things that I can share with you to help you, and that is relevant. How did I start the Big Clean Co? Well, I started it because the business that I was previously involved in was very close to closing. My partner and I were in our 20s and we started hospitality businesses, and we had a restaurant that in its first year turned over $1 million. In its second year it doubled, and in its third year it was closed. So I'm very well acquainted with the growing, gone phase, and sustainable long-term growth has been my goal with the Big Clean Co right from the beginning. I have not rushed it. I have not expanded outside of Melbourne. I have not franchised. I have not developed second or third cleaning products yet, because I have just wanted to make sure that we get what we're doing right so that we're here for a long time, not a short time. We have almost got 30 employees. We're getting closer to 30. They're mostly full and part-time staff. We have some casuals also, but it did start with just me, and it was just me cleaning houses. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to do outside of that hospitality business, and I was in this sort of no man's land of like, I've got 4 kids, but what am I doing? And I woke up one morning and I just had this idea for a cleaning business, and it was called The Big Clean Co, and I had this vision for it. And really quickly I registered the business name, and I jumped online and I found Wix, and I got a free template, and I made a website, and then I went on to Gumtree, which in 2022 I wouldn't touch Gumtree with a 10-foot pole, but in late 2017 I did, and I popped my ad up selling myself as a cleaner, and I got my first client, and that first client is still a client today, which is a great source of pride for me, because long-term relationships are super important. Not just long-term relationships with clients and customers, but also with employees. I try not to, most of the staff who leave here leave on very good terms, and that's important for me. And especially with putting my face online, We have one of the girls celebrating 1 year of working with us next week, and she just told me a couple of days ago, she said the only reason she applied for this cleaning job was because I had a TikTok page and my face was on it, and she thought, if she's got this Facebook page, she can't be too much of an asshole of a boss because otherwise her TikTok would get cancelled. So that was really nice. Integrity is super important to me, and I try to stay as close to my values as possible. In fact, all the time. I don't get away from my values. My values are my values, and they go into all aspects of the business, and I'll share more about that in further podcasts. I'll also share more about the marketing side of things and how I've marketed, because you will notice that there is no Sally posts on the Big Clean Co page or the For All page. It is really just, I do it from a place of how can I help you, and this leads people, leads and clients and customers, this leads people to us. So I will share a bit about how you can do that in your business, and also the whole employees side of things, because I know this is a great source of pain for many business owners, and I truly enjoy employing people. And if I didn't, I would not be in this job, because it would be an absolute nightmare. So I'll share a little bit more about why I enjoy it so much and how I deal with the stresses that do come up with employing people. I'll also share tips on how our systems are structured and how they've grown throughout the business's growth. At what points I knew it was time to employ that admin person part-time or that admin person full-time. I know there's a lot of questions with cleaners and cleaning businesses around that. So hopefully I will share some really helpful things in this podcast. A little bit more on the history. So I also have been in the Airbnb industry since late 2016. My partner had an apartment that he had rented out on the long-term market for over 10 years, and we jumped on Airbnb, kind of early adopters when Airbnb was coming big around the world. We put the apartment on Airbnb, and I was cleaning it myself. I also had a cleaner in my house every fortnight for a while. So although I have no experience in the cleaning industry, I have seen it from an outsider's point of view over the years, and I've brought a lot of that experience in with me and tried to solve some of the problems that I could see cleaning businesses have. It's a real corny phrase, but like shake up the industry. And we've really positioned ourselves as leaders and authority in this industry. And considering I had no background in cleaning, hopefully I can give you some value in the upcoming episodes. But that's it for episode number 1 today. Look forward to seeing you in episode number 2. Thanks for being here.